right, welcome to the U.S. Open Crokinole Championship orientation video. You have already received the email, and this video is inside that email. If you're a participant or if you're watching on YouTube, I just want to apologize for the low quality of this orientation video. Had bigger things in mind when we want to do it, but we have technical difficulties here at Extra Pint headquarters in the tech department. So please bear with us. We're just going to go over the real bare bones information that you're going to need for the tournament to enjoy yourself, and a couple of things that you're going to have to respond on to me. So let's get started. And I want to thank everybody for participating this year in the tournament. It's going to be a great time. Okay, one of the first mini events to start off this great weekend is the U.S. Open Disc Golf Scramble. A lot of participants that are visiting are also disc golfers, and there's quite a bit of us in the Extra Pint Club as well. We want to make a little fun event to start off Friday at our disc golf course in town, the Stephen P. Wallace Disc Golf Park. It's going to be a random doubles format, just to get everyone out there playing, having some fun. We're asking that if you want to participate in this, please email me back and say, yes, I'm going to be playing, or B, my partner will be playing. And just so we have a number that we can figure it out. It's all for fun. If you haven't played disc golf and you want to play, please come and play. We have discs for everybody. This is going to be a fun event. And just a couple more things, too, with the disc golf, is that our course is beautiful. But you are going to be seeing it during the wettest part of the year. So it is a muddy course at this time of the year, so your feet will get wet. We suggest hiking boots, decent socks, and also bring a pair of extra footwear and socks for after the round. Just a fair warning. It's not that terrible, but your feet are definitely going to get wet. I just wanted to let you know that. But other than that, it's going to be a fun time. So again, just please email if you are interested on that portion of the day. We're going to be teeing off around 2:45. So just let us know. Thanks. And right after the disc golf, we should be getting out of there around 5 o'clock, 5:15. Now it's time for the second part of Friday, and our favorite part is the meet and greet at Indian Ladder Farm Cider and Brewery. Again, in the email, it has all the information on where it is, the address and such. This is one of our favorite parts of the weekend. We treat our visiting guests to a barbecue-style buffet here at the beautiful Indian Ladder Farm Cider and Brewery. Great time. It's a great chance to meet everybody and hang out and play crokinole. So there's going to be plenty of boards there. There's going to be some organized play that we're going to get into. There's going to be a 20-hole Survivor 20s tournament. There's also been rumors of a 5-hole tournament, maybe a 3 or 4 board 5-hole tournament is in the works. So when you get there, just go right through the beer garden entrance, which this is what it looks like. Straight into the brewery. You're going to see either myself. You don't know what I look like, but there's going to be an Extra Pint guy there with a clipboard. Go in there, and you tell them who you are. We're going to know. I think we're going to know most of you, but I just tell them who you are. You'll get a bracelet or some sort of ID to let Indian Ladder Farms know that you go into the buffet line. It's a great place, and we're going to have lots of fun. We might have some sort of interview booth set up. There might be a radio station there. It's a little nuts. They're releasing their crokinole beer for us. They brew that for our tournament, as you can see right there. And in case you didn't know what a whole Survivor game looks like, here's an example of what it looks like. Just pretend that all 4 players at this board are playing as an individual team. This particular shot here happened to be a playoff between 2 teams, but in whole Survivor, it's everybody for themselves. It's the last person to make all their 20s. And again, there's a better description of it in the email. It's a Jeremy Tracy video that explains the game. But this is what it sounds like.
I agree.
And I totally forgot to mention this. If you are a visiting team and you are going to make the meet and greet dinner, you must let me know because we need to tell Indian Ladder Farms how much food to make. So if you plan on coming, please email me and let me know who's coming, your whole team, just you, whatever the case may be. But we just need to get our numbers to Indian Ladder Farms. So please let me know as soon as you can. Thanks. Okay, Friday's over. Now it's Saturday. It is tournament day. We're going to be heading over to the American Legion post in Voorheesville again. Address is in the email. There's parking in the back or next door with the building with the green roof. It's the Village Hall. And as you can see here, there's not too much parking behind the Legion. It's a better bet to go next door to the Village Hall. A lot of extra pint guys are going to be there already setting up and whatnot. So you give it a shot. And if not, just go next door to the Village Hall. And after that, you're going to go to the front door of the American Legion, go inside, and you just walk through the doors, and you're going to see a registration table. There you will get your score sheet. You're going to get your player pack, and we're going to have a tournament information table with any questions that you might have. We're going to go over a few of those bullet point things that you might need to know, like our clock, what a volley is, the scorecard, all that. Again, email me anytime if you have any questions. So now Josh is going to give you the rundown on the round robin clock. Just keep in mind that we will be doing 14-minute rounds per game, and he has it set up. In his explanation, he has it set up for a different time. But just know that in the U.S. Open round robin, it's a 14-minute timed match.
That sound means you should be at your table ready to go. When the timer reaches 0, it will say shoot. At that point, everyone shoots the center hole at the same time. The team who is closest to the hole will decide whether to shoot first or shoot second. If you elect hammer, the other team will decide who shoots first. If you elect to shoot first, the other team will get to decide which one of them will be the hammer.
4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot.
You'll get 10 seconds to make that decision, after which you'll hear the yodel, and the round will begin. When there's 1 minute remaining in the round, you will hear a warning sound.
Warning.
And when the round is over, you will hear a buzzer. Now, 12 minutes can be kind of short, so it's very likely that you would have not finished your 4th round completely by the time that buzzer goes off. You simply play back around till play reaches the hammer. After the hammer shoots, the round is over. For example, say the buzzer goes off now. Each player would take one more shot until it gets back to the hammer. After the hammer shoots, the round is over. You mark your score sheet and you move on to the next table. If Sally were hammer when the buzzer went off, Gino would shoot, Sally would shoot, then again they'd mark their score sheets and move on to the next table. If Gino were hammer when the buzzer went off, he would take the last shot and they'd move on to the next table.
Okay, again, we'll be going over this many times before the tournament as well, but yeah, again, sorry for the poor quality on the video, but now we're going to go on to scorecards. I'm going to go through an explanation too, and just to make clear, if you win a round, it's 2 points. If you tie a round, it's 1 point. And if you lose a round, it's 0 points. That's basically what you have to take away. You're going to get used to it as the round robin goes on, but... Okay, real quick on the scorecard. At the registration table, you're going to be getting your scorecard that looks like this. It is also your schedule for the round robin. Before the tournament, you were selected into pools randomly, ales, lagers, and ciders. Your team name's up here. If it's in red, you're in the ales. If it's blue, you're in lagers, and it's in gold, you're in the ciders. All the tables are color-coded the same. For instance, the ales were in last year's were boards 1 through 5, and so on. So all the boards would all the board numbers would coincide with the color of your team name. There's the list of how many games you're going to play during the round robin, who you're going to play against, and on what board you're going to be playing on. So there are 4 rounds in each game. We'll have 14 minutes total to get all 4 rounds in. If you win a round, meaning if at the end of if all discs were played in one round, after the 20s and game pieces are added up on the board, whichever team wins would get 2 points, and whatever 20s your team scored, you would count that as well. Let's say Irish Steel had 3 20s in that first round. And let's say the next round happened and there was a tie. Irish Steel and Vital Spark tied on round 2. That would be 1 point with, let's say they had no 20s on that. And then round 3, Irish Steel lost to Vital Spark, so that's 0 points, but we had 4 20s. And then round 4, we ended up taking it again. So we won that round 2, and let's say we had 3 20s. At the end of each round, at the end of each game, add up your total points, 3, 4, 5. That goes here. You would have a pen, you don't have a pencil. And then you add up your 20s as well. You would also mark if you won the volley or not. We did not win the volley, so we'd put a 0 there. And so on and so forth throughout the round robin. If you see this right there, that means bar means buy, means go to the bar, grab a drink or whatever. But that's basically what it is. We're going to be going over this again at the registration table and at the player meeting before the tournament. But if you have any questions before that, just email me and I can clear everything up for you. And again, we'll have a tournament information table right next to the registration table when you check in that morning. So if you have any questions on this, please let us know. Thanks. Oh, I'm so sorry how small these videos are and these pictures. Again, I apologize for this crappy technical stuff on the orientation videos, but a couple more things. We're going to go over some jackpots. What jackpots are optional challenges you can get into by throwing a couple bucks. Usually it's $1 or $2. We'll have that listed. But they're little challenges that you can do in the round robin. The first person to actually, or people to do the jackpots, or you would call it out and you would win that jackpot. For instance, one of them is a roll-in 20 from the natural 5. So if you threw your money in to the pot and you signed your name that you're in it, if you hit your shooter disc and it ricochets off an opponent's disc in the 5 ring and you make a 20, if you're the first person to do that, you'd yell, you'd jump up and you raise your hand and say jackpot, and an official will come over to you and you say what you did, your table would confirm, and then if you're the first person, you win the money, all the money out of that pot, and that jackpot is now done for the day. And we have several of them. Again, here they are. Just pause the video if you want to read a little closer. We have 50-50 raffle as well. And of course, the coveted Tracy board raffle. Yep, and this is all covered in the email as well in detail, much more detail. After the round robin, we're going to break for lunch, come back for the bracket portion of the tournament with the 32-team bracket and consolation bracket. That should get wrapped up right around 5 o'clock, 5:30, and we'll have our semifinal games and our fifth place games and all the rest. And then everyone heads on back to Indian Ladder Farm Cider and Brewery for the final match. It's a totally different setting there, going from the Legion to the final table. If you're lucky enough to play in the final table for the big cash and in front of the general public, it's a great feeling, and it's quite an event. So yeah, and then we'll end up right back where we started at Indian Ladder Farm Cider and Brewery. So again, this is just really condensed, basic information. You gotta you'll have every chance to ask as many questions as you want through email or in person before the tournament. All right, thanks again, and we'll see you there. Can't wait.